Does a winning lottery ticket sum up your current retirement plan? Well, according to the 2011 Retirement Confidence Survey, Americans are more pessimistic about their chances for a comfortable retirement than any time ever before. The 21-year history of the survey, known as RCS. Joining us this morning to address the results of the survey are Greg Burrows with the Principal Financial Group and Jack VanDerhei, the Research Director of the Employee Benefit Research Institute Annual Retirement Confidence Survey. Woo, boys. Wow, we are finding that confidence is at the lowest ever recorded, and I'm so glad you are here to share with us what the findings of RCS are. Welcome.
Thank you.
Now, can you tell us a little bit about some of the highlights?
I'd be glad to. As you mentioned, we've been doing this annual retirement confidence survey for 21 years to try to get a better assessment of what both workers and retirees think about their chances of having a comfortable retirement. And as you mentioned, this was by far and away the worst year ever in terms of worker confidence. 27% of the workers don't think they have a chance at having a comfortable retirement. They are not at all comfortable in their confidence, and that's actually 5 percentage points worse than last year, even though we had the financial market rebound in 2010. There is some good news, though, and that is that we find among those groups that have very low overall retirement savings, they're finally getting the picture that they're far off track and they're adjusting their confidence downwards, which we hope will translate into future retirement savings.
Well, I mean, the bottom line is more than a quarter of United States workers are not at all confident about retirement based on what you just said. So how many people are actually being forced to dip into their savings?
Well, the overall statistic on that was about 1/3 of the workers had dipped into savings, but that's a little bit misleading because that combines both those with 401k plans and those without. We find people who actually participate in their employer's retirement plans, such as 401k plans, have a much lower probability of dipping in. It's actually the people who are just kind of putting money aside, almost treating it as though we're a checking account, and then when they come upon difficult financial times, that's what they're dipping into. If you're in a 401k plan, we find that only about 18% of the people have, in essence, taken out loans which are designed to be paid back typically within 5 years. So they'll still have that money available for retirement.
Okay, well, that's good. I mean, and let me ask you, what are some of the trends that the survey has tracked over the past couple of decades that you've been noticing in a repeated fashion?
Well, one of the most important trends, I would say, is when people are planning to retire. Every year we find a larger and larger percentage of individuals who are still working saying they're going to work past age 65. Now, that may be feasible for some people, but at the same time, each year we interview retirees, and we find that 40% of them say they were forced to retire earlier than they wanted to, either because of their health situation, their spouse's health situation, or they had difficulty finding a job. So it's a very, very risky alternative as opposed to just saving more today.
That's interesting to hear because, you know, people are living longer lives, and it seems that a lot of people want to work later in life. So it's a rude awakening, really, to see that so many people are losing their jobs earlier than they ever expected. So, Greg, what are some of the strategies that can help us achieve some of our financial goals?
Three things that we might point to help people prepare themselves and be more aware as to their personal situation. The first one is there's a lot of great tools and calculators available for free that people can use. First of all, you can go to two websites that we'd recommend, one being choosetosave.org and the second being americarebuilds.com. What we find is individuals who utilize calculators to get an assessment as to their situation tend to save more and feel more confident about their future. The second thing we recommend is to develop a plan for yourself that focuses both on spending and saving. It's very important to make sure that you focus on both sides to really build a plan that makes sense for you. And the third thing is start saving. If you have a 401k plan available at work, take advantage of it. It's absolutely the easiest way to go ahead and save. If you don't, there's other savings vehicles available, individual retirement accounts, mutual funds, whatever that may be. But the key message is it's important to save early, consistently, and prepare yourself for retirement.
Great message and great advice. Greg Burrows and Jack VanDerhei, thank you so much for sharing these results with us. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. And just ahead, I'm heading back to the Builder Source kitchen where Chef Franz and Chef Chad from Pelican's Restaurant are whipping up some yummy tilapia. It's next.